Do you guys know when YouTubers do sit down videos, they don't wear proper bottoms because you only see their top half? Well, that's me right now, and it feels so real. Hey guys, it's your girl Edie and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to talk about my body transformation. It's been interesting. So when I was younger, I was naturally skinny and that's just how my body was built, I guess. But when I was younger, like, I never thought about the way I looked. I didn't really care. Let me show you a series of pictures when I was younger. So as you just saw, I was a pretty normal child. I probably just ate like a normal kid, like everyone does, you know. Everyone eats 3 meals and we eat snacks, whatever, you know. I didn't really care. I would eat when I was hungry. But in middle school was when I wanted to be healthy and I wanted to look a certain way. So I tried to eat more fruits and vegetables. I made sure I ate 3 meals for sure, and then I had snacks, but I made sure that they were healthy. And that's when I got into running a lot. I was getting thinner than I already was, which is crazy to me because I don't remember looking like that, but you know, it happened. To be honest, I don't remember why I wanted to look a certain way. I just did. I think I just had a lot of influence from social media, especially from like people like Ariana Grande. Like, no shade to her, I love her, but I just always saw how thin she was and I thought she was so beautiful and I wanted to be like her back then. Now I don't want to look like her. I want to look like myself, you know, build my own body, look different. But back then I really wanted to look like her, and eventually my eating habits turned really bad. I ended up having smaller portions and I tried not to eat snacks, and I don't know why I did this, but I did. And I didn't get out of that mindset for a very long time. I get a lot of judgment when I eat nowadays. Well, I always have, but I don't eat very much, but I eat frequently. So I eat small portions of food, and then like an hour later I'll get really hungry, like if I never ate. Sometimes I want to eat a full meal and sometimes I just want to eat a snack. If you want to go see my past video where I go more in depth of my middle school habits, it was one of the first videos I filmed in December. It's called My Self-Love Journey with my physical appearance. I'll link it down below. And here are some actual pictures. I tried to find as many as I could, but it was really hard to find one where like it captured it perfectly. So recently I've been going to the gym. I started going after my last track season. When I ended track, I had a totally different mindset. Yeah, I love to run, but I don't run as much anymore because, as we all know, running burns fat, but it also burns your muscles, and I just really want to be strong. And it was really hard to get into it first because, first of all, I was so used to cardio. But at that point, I was getting really tired of running, so I didn't mind not running anymore because, to be honest, I had lost motivation to run and I would get tired quickly because I would make bad decisions of what I eat and stuff. But the thing I struggled with the most at the beginning was that I was scared of getting judged at the gym. I was just this small girl walking around looking like a 12-year-old. I believe my starting weight was 104 pounds, around there. I can't remember exactly, but today, currently, I am 113 pounds, and it sounds like I went up a lot of weight, but I've been making sure that most of that weight is muscles and it's where I want it to be. so I control where it goes. The thing I wanted to work on the most were my arms, because I've had very thin arms and I wasn't really strong with my arms. I've always played sports where you needed to use your legs the most, and my other goal was to grow a butt. I've always wanted to fill out my pants. It was very annoying because a lot of clothes wouldn't fit me back then, and today I'm actually fitting into clothes and like actually finding stuff that I actually like. I was like a size 0 for like forever. Like it took me forever to get out of there, and I never really noticed that my size went up until I had to buy pants for work, because I haven't been wearing pants at all this summer. I just wear shorts all the time, and like my shorts are a size small and I'm a size small, but like when you wear pants, obviously the measurements are different. I was very confused. I was like, these pants aren't fitting me, and I wasn't scared or anything. Like I just needed to go a couple sizes up. So I went from a 0 to a 5, and I'm really proud of that because I've gained a lot of muscle on my legs as well, and also my butt fills in the pants now. Back then it was so hard to find cute clothes in my size. Hey, are you talking to me? I took a little break since there was a lot of noise and I'm trying to take off my mustache. Anyways, back to the program you came to watch. I try to work out 4 to 5 times a week. Some days I'm busier than others, so I know that I won't be able to go to the gym, so I set aside days where I know I'm going to be busy. There are some days where I'm not motivated and I can't get myself to get up to leave, and it's alright. I let myself have that day off because sometimes your mental and emotional state are more important than your physical state. People cope with their feelings in different ways. Some people do it with fitness and some don't, and it's fine. But when I go, I alternate which muscles I'm going to work on. I group similar muscles on the same day. I work out like my biceps, triceps, my shoulders, and my back on the same day, but also on leg day, you know, I also incorporate my shoulders and back, and I always do abs at the end. And then there's some days where like I don't feel like hardcore lifting weights, you know, so I instead take a class at my gym because I go to LA Fitness. And I remember one time I went to a spin class on a day that was supposed to be leg day, and it was so much fun. I used to be scared about people staring at how much weight I'm lifting, but like it really does not matter. Everyone has to start somewhere. I'm still like not where I want to be, obviously, but I started off with really small weights and I started to progress and lift more. And there's still some muscles where I lift a little bit of weight, and that's fine too. And I think this is where I want to answer the question of the day. And the question is, any advice for someone struggling to stay consistent with their new healthy lifestyle? And I've gone through this and I still sometimes struggle with it, but basically you just have to figure out what makes you happy, what type of exercises are fun for you, what foods you like, because not everyone likes the same foods, obviously. Like me personally, it's hard to get me to eat fruit, and I'll eat it sometimes, but I prefer not to, which is weird. I'd much rather eat vegetables than eat fruit, which is funny, but that's just me. So I try to replace it with juices that have that type of nutrients. If you're not a meat eater, obviously you can get protein from so many other things, and to be honest, there's more protein in more other foods than meat. Meat is basically recycled protein, but that's for another video. Yeah, but I would also say that I know like you can get in a routine, and I got in a routine with just running every single day because obviously I was in a team where we ran all the time, and that's all I ever knew. But you gotta learn how to do, incorporate other exercises, because eventually you'll get tired of it, and the goal is to have fun and still get the body that you want. So don't feel like you have to consistently do one workout or eat one food, because you can find so many ways to spice things up. You just gotta search for those things that make you happy. Consistently having motivation, that can be hard sometimes. Like I said, you don't have to force yourself sometimes to go to the gym. Sometimes you're incredibly unmotivated and you feel like you can't do anything in your life, and fitness is just not the way you cope. You don't have to go to the gym or wherever you go to exercise that day. I know for me, I cope by watching YouTube videos and watching movies, and eventually I get inspired to do stuff. I get inspired and I plan stuff. I plan videos. I plan how I'm gonna change my lifestyle. So sometimes it's okay not to go. And I mean, there's some days where I force myself to go, but that's because it's for the greater good for me. I can't just not go whole week, because I know I'll never want to go back to it. So sometimes I have to force myself, but there's some days where like I know I can't make myself get up and go. And if you're trying to change your diet, it can be really hard, because obviously you're not used to it. You're used to eating a certain way, and I think the best way to get out of your diet and into a new, better, healthier diet is to just let go of things slowly. I've been doing this since I was in middle school. I let go of soda in middle school, and it took a while, but I completely got rid of it by the, I believe, 7th or 8th grade. And I tried to eat less greasy food because I know it's not good for me. And if I do, I'm always that person with a napkin trying to take off as much grease as I can. And I know I'm not going to get it all off, but I try to take it off. And I usually try not even to eat greasy stuff in the first place. And recently I've been trying to let go of many dairy products, just because my acne has been really acting up and it's really annoying. And I know dairy is something that really does not help. It just makes my acne worse. I'm holding this because I like to fidget with stuff when I'm filming. But yeah, you just gotta slightly let go every single day. Maybe you like to eat sweet stuff, and that's me. I have a really hard time letting go of sweet stuff, but I'm really trying to let go. The way I try to let go of them is I try to replace that sweet food with like a different snack that I still really like. I try to drink juice, because obviously there's gonna be sugar in there, but it's gonna be way better for me in the long run than eating cookies. Like, you don't have to give up one single food forever. Like, I'm never gonna give up donuts. I'm never gonna give up ice cream. This whole process is really hard. It's really hard to keep it consistent, but eventually you'll find a love for it and you'll love the results, and you'll just be really proud of yourself, and you're gonna keep wanting to push yourself and see how far you can push your limits. You can't just half try and expect amazing results. Like, you have to really try. I hope that answers the question, but don't expect things to change quickly. I think that's one thing people really want, is to see results really fast. But if you really want something, you gotta know it's gonna be hard and it's gonna take time. You can't get angry when you feel like you've done such a good job and then you see nothing. And personally, I've gone through that. I've worked really hard and I feel like nothing's happening, but I look back to where I started and I look to where I am now, and I'm really amazed because I changed so much. So you just gotta remember that. You just gotta remember where you started and what you look like now. And honestly, I feel like the key to all of that is your mental and emotional state. Those things really help out when you're trying to change yourself physically. You can't have a negative mindset and then expect good results to come out. You gotta be happy with who you are and what you look like in order for you to change into a better version of yourself, where you're gonna even love yourself more because you've worked so hard to get there. So here are some pictures of me now. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!